I also regret all the excessive negativity that got to a point where it was really edgy. Like, just awful jokes about Donkey Kong Jr. Math being the worst game ever. Like, I mean, I had a right to be upset and call it the worst game ever, but it wasn't that bad. And the negativity for the whole Let's Play, an okay theme, but not executed very well. Plus, I don't like to be that negative these days. Most games I'm very positive about. Oh, and I called myself more empathetic than Galen because I was going vegetarian at the time, or about to. And then, but that was a very, very bigoted thing to say. My vegan rants back then were very bigoted. Now they're a little more masked. But I totally thought I was better than everybody else. I thought they were just heartless. But it's a whole psychological thing. We're not going to get into that. I'm not going to go on any more vegan rants right now. I'm okay. Boom! 7. How often do you see that? You don't. Only right here on the skill-filled LP Master 6. But Galen did call me a pussy because I said I think all animals are equal. That wasn't very nice. How does that make me a pussy? That just makes him look bad. Like, that was one of those meat eater moments where, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not judging you, even though I was at that time. He started it, though. Okay, that time. He was like, No, I was just saying I don't want to eat meat because I don't want the animals to suffer. He's like, you pussy. Like, I've never understood that exactly. That idea of, you know, I say, oh, I'm going vegan, and then somebody else is like, and I'm going to continue eating meat. That's like somebody says, yes, I'm a minority content creator, and then their co-host is like, and I'm what? I'm the majority. Like, you don't have to announce that you're the majority. Yeah, let's keep going. Why not? All right. I also said the FAG slur. Wait, I spelled it out. You're not supposed to do that, right? I apologize. There's ambiguity. I'm not gonna say it, obviously, but I've had multiple people tell me I can say it because I'm not straight. And I know, like, my marriage doesn't define my sexuality. I get that, but, you know, I feel like I'm straight enough to where, you know, I don't need to be saying that word. But that's why I said it in a good few videos. Oh, and then, of course, afterward, I made a joke. It's just a joke. I obviously don't feel this way, but I want to apologize for it because, you know, probably didn't make some people very happy to hear when I called black people dirty. So I apologize for that. I don't know what was wrong with me, why I thought these were okay jokes. The whole shock value humor just ran too long in my blood. I thought it would have been over. You could tell I was a big Eminem fan, huh? Jeez. Now, it is funny to a certain extent to make people upset, but it's mostly funny to make people upset who are getting offended for other people. It's not funny when you actually, like, hurt somebody's feelings. You know, if I went back in time, I'd be cringing so hard at myself saying that right now. I feel like that's how much I've grown. And that has been part of the point of the channel. So that makes me really happy to know that I have grown. So, go me. I'm proud of myself. And if you're not proud of me, that's okay. You don't have to be, because I probably don't know you very well. And I don't need intrinsic, I don't need extrinsic motivation. I'm happy with intrinsic motivation. There's a psychology rant. For those who don't know, I got paid to go to college and get a psychology degree that I do nothing with because I am a DoorDash and Uber driver, among other companies and private clients. I got a new private client last night, one I've been wanting for a long time because he had his own delivery person. He's the manager of a Mexican restaurant. I think he's from Mexico. He speaks perfectly fluent Spanish. I mean, I know you kind of have to work, you know, or to own a Mexican restaurant, you know, that's actually authentic, because they have a lot of Spanish exclusive speaking customers. But, you know, I go in there and talk to the owner sometimes, and he was finally like, hey, what time do you get off work? So I got my own delivery person where instead of paying the app, I pay her, but she hasn't been working lately. And I was like, oh, yes, here is my number, but he never texted me. He probably got busy. This last night was Saturday. Again, I'm recording this before work, which I never do, but I got up a little early, and I was like, yes, I'm going to record this morning, because I got 3 hours. And then I fell back asleep. And I was like, I'm still going to do it. I got excited about it. So if I'm late for work, whatever, I'm my own boss. It doesn't really matter. Oh, and then I called Hitler a great politician, and I censored that in Donkey Kong Jr. Math. I said, remember, Hitler was a great politician. He was just a dick. And I was like, why did I say that? And I told Galen, like, why did I say that? And he was like, no, you're right. It's like that Harry Potter quote where... Yes, because comparing Voldemort to Hitler is a great idea. And he said, where it's like, Voldemort did great things. All terrible, but great. So I guess that's what politics is. So maybe I shouldn't have censored that, but it needed more clarity at the very least. So, oh well, what is done is done. And then finally, in Donkey Kong Jr. plus Junior Math Lesson, a mistake I'd like to get a reprieve on there is I found out very recently that game actually came out before Junior Math, because the Sharp TV came out in October of '83 and Junior Math came out in December. So that explains why Junior Math is so different in that game. I thought it just had limited cartridge space, so it used the Junior assets. But no, it was before they implemented the score system and everything, and that's why. So it was basically a prototype, which is actually really cool for something as old and as niche as Donkey Kong Jr. Math. So I would like to go fix that fact, because I like to do things in order, you know? Then that's, as far as I'm aware, my only mess up as far as, you know, like the Tetris series is so interlocked with the Mario series a lot of the time that most of the Tetris games on Nintendo's consoles have Mario wiki pages, so I regret not doing the original Tetris on the channel, but it's too late to go back for it now. So I regret that too, but to know that I mess up by Let's Play 6, the order of the channel, the almighty perfect order of the channel and its games, it's a little frustrating. But whatever, that Let's Play has achieved classic status. I was obnoxious, but honestly, that was a fun ride, rewatching that. And I also talked about how I lived with my parents and how I actually had a good connection with them. That made me sad to hear, because my parents feel so distant from me now, and I've just grown to be a distant person. And that makes me really sad. Because I like my parents. I have a strange relationship with my father, but not an all bad one. You know, lately he has been sending me band names, like weird, mostly offensive band names, just like some gross out stuff, and it's a fun time. We've been doing that back and forth for like 5 days. Also, I want to see what happens when when you max out the timer in Junior plus Junior Math Lesson. Because I never let that happen, because I just cheated in every puzzle, making the Let's Play completely redundant. You know what? While I fix something in my notes here about how I want the timer to max out, I'm going to let this build up a little bit to give us a disadvantage so we can actually lose at it at some point. Because I have 41 minutes till I have to leave. Now, I'm not going to focus on that. If I'm a little late, I'm a little late, and I'm okay with that. Because this is my 101st Let's Play. Also, you're watching this when I'm 25 years old, and that feels great. So I'm not putting this up until my birthday. But right now it's July 23rd, and this should be coming out August 8th, 2023. That was such a nice combo, chain, whatever. I don't remember which is which. I don't know if I've had one that good in a long time. But big life news for me. 2 days ago, I paid off my $11,000 cat vet bill debt. So I owed one of my best friends, Grant, who's been on the channel a good few times. He loaned me pretty much all but like 10% of his bank account, probably. Thousands of dollars. I think $5,000 he loaned me. For emergency vet bills when my orange son Morris had to have emergency surgery, a blood transfusion, and stay 2 weeks in a fancy vet hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. So I was very grateful for that, but I kept having to try to borrow more money. I asked every member of my family, and they all basically laughed in my face, except one of my sisters who just said, I wish I could, and she offered to tank her credit taking out another loan for me, or like a care credit card. But then I just asked Grant for more money, and you know, that's how we ended up at $5,000. But eventually, after enough pleading of making a payment plan instead of paying it all right then, the manager of the hospital came out and offered me to make a payment plan. She didn't offer me a payment plan. She said, do whatever you want. And that was the kindest thing ever, because it's not what I was expecting at all from a big fancy Memphis vet. But I guess they saw that I was going to pay it because I wanted my son to live no matter what. And I know I said this in an earlier video, but it still pisses me off to no end. How, even though I said whatever it costs at the emergency vet, like less than an hour from our house, I said, please do whatever you can. And they take the money up front for what they think needs to be done. I said, that's fine. And the vet came out and told us, me and my wife, now he might have to change his food. Like, you might have to buy new food for him. So, if you want to put him down, that's perfectly fine. He said, we'll operate on him, we can. But you could also put him down. Remember, no option is better than the other. And I said, what? Are you kidding me? I was like, yes, I want him to live. Changing his food is not that big of a deal. He didn't even need to change food at all. He's fine. But for those wondering, I guess I've never been that specific. He had his kidneys were like minutes away. Within an hour, he would have been dead if we didn't take him to the emergency vet when we did. Because he had a urethral blockage. So he essentially has, oh, that might be an offensive word now. I'll say it in case, because I need to know, you know? Please comment if this is an offensive word to trans people. Because again, I don't want to be offensive. Mangina. Okay, looks like we're done with the stages. The stage clear mode. That was fun, though. Never made it that far. Never tried to. Okay. I can't believe I'm going to split this into 2 videos. But I will see you next time for... Oh, I'm already in OBS instead of the emulator, so... I can't see what the next mode is, but you'll find out next time because I'm LP Master 6. Hello, I'm LP Master 6. Welcome back to my 101st Let's Play. That still feels amazing. If anybody is watching this, thank you. I'm surprised because it's just been me rambling. I don't even remember what mode this is, but we're gonna do it. What? Oh, this is puzzle mode. Okay, yeah, we will not last that long here. But we're gonna go ahead and get to it and do it anyway. And then versus, and then we're pretty much done with the game. Woo! That's exciting. I still love the smiley heels, the hills in the background. What was I going to talk about? I don't know. It is still July 23rd, 2023. You are watching this probably, if I had to guess, August 9th. The day after my 25th birthday. I'm so excited to be 25 for some reason. It's like I've already gone through my quarter life crisis for the most part. I've always called it that. And now it feels it makes me feel old when I'm actually going to be 25. But oh well. The commentary was so good in part 1, in my opinion. And I press the recording to start. I press it to start. And it immediately turns to garbage. I had things to talk about. Well, let's stay on this quarter life crisis thing. I don't know. I just feel like I haven't done anything in over 2 years now. But I don't know. My life is coming back together. My OCD is taking over and it's getting better. Like after I paid off my debt 2 days ago, I went to Target and I bought a game. Not entirely spontaneously. I still think it's important to plan purchases. But I bought it for my birthday celebrations because my niece is coming over tonight, hopefully, and staying 2, maybe 3 nights. Because she does that every year around my birthday, toward the end of her summer break. Because she is 9 years younger than I am. So she is still in high school. And we hang out and play mostly games in the Wii series, like Wii Sports Resort and Wii Party especially. But I bought Everybody 1-2 Switch, and I'm so excited. My wife and I played some of it, and it's not that great 2-player, but it's still fun. We still had a fun time so far. Last night we just watched It's Always Sunny's newest episode. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and that might be my favorite episode in the entire series. It was so good. Oh, this is the one I'm terrible at. Yep, we screwed up. Yeah, I'm content not having beaten that. Because we've played plenty of this before, and you already saw those puzzles in Tetris Attack. We're going to go ahead and... What's the cheat code? I'm going to look up the cheat code. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm not going anywhere, but there's going to be a cut. And you'll barely even notice it, so I don't even have to point it out, but it's going to happen now. Alright, it's up, L, and A. Yes, super hard. Let's do it. Alright. Also, this looks so good emulated. Like, emulators look so much better than CRT TVs. It's insane. Like, I love my CRT, and that is a very specific way to enjoy games, and it's really nostalgic for me because I grew up with those tiny CRTs. Again, I feel really old because I guarantee you most of you didn't. Well, I don't know. On my channel, I mostly play older games, and I feel like I have a lot of viewers who are around my age or even older because the games I'm playing are older than I am. I haven't played a game that is younger than myself yet. Unless you count coming out in America, then Pokemon Yellow came out after I did. Came out after I did. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. Hello? My controller's lagging finally. This normally happens when I use it on an emulator. Way earlier. But I'm not going to complain that it hasn't yet. Oh, I don't like super hard difficulty very much. Oh god. Oh god. No, no, no. No, no, no. I will not let you take me out on stage 1. Not gonna happen. Alright. We can do this. If I could do at least one stage, I will be happy. Very, very happy. Alright. Get you out of here. Okay, the conversation's not going to go very well right now. I apologize for that. I wanted to talk about CVS. Because they're making me upset. Ooh, yes, Cromboat. Oh, feels good. Oh, feels good. So I saw some of that, what do you call it? That, no! Why did only half my screen? Oh, because the ones that got crushed. Well, that sucks. At least we get that song. Alright. I wanted to talk about something. I was talking about CVS, I guess. That's what I wanted to talk about. I feel like I said something else. I don't know, they're just giving me the runaround with my wife's medicine. Their system is so inefficient. Why do I have to go to CVS 3 times a month? Why can't I just get everything on the first? Like a normal... Like, why can't everything be monthly? I don't even have any medications. It's all for my wife, and they could just get it in line. It's one person, one file. Why can't they just do it? The pharmacy is nice, but the techs... Well, they've been nice lately, but normally pharmacy techs are just so rude. Not at Kroger, though. They're pretty great at Kroger. We are not doing the multiplayer because this is just a... Not even a reskin, just a alternate version ever so slightly of Tetris Attack, so... I don't even remember what this is. This is the how to play. What is this? Is this how to improve? This is options. Let's take a look at the characters, why don't we? Yeah, we get all the bios and everything we had before. I still don't know what this is, but we're going to mark it on. So there we go. Should I show you this? I kind of want to see this as we close out. Nah, you know what? That's just CPUs playing with each other, so I don't see the point. Okay, well, part 2 is going to be way shorter than part 1. Oops. Oh, well. Sorry, guys. Love you. I'm LP Master 6. I might actually combine those and just have an awkward moment later. But I will see you for my next Let's Play. I almost forgot to announce it for the first time ever. Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. And I'm very excited for that. This was fun. I will see you guys then.